Hi, Andrea. Hi, Andrea. Can you listen to me?
Yeah, yeah, we hear you.
Okay.
Yeah.
Let's just wait for everybody to come back. I don't know why that happened.
Maybe the app.
Maybe it's weird. But can you listen to me well, or is it like lower? Or okay,
Is it okay? Yeah.
okay. Let me just make sure I admit everyone. Okay. All right. So well, I guess I'm not gonna be able to use Dana's, Carol's presentation, but as I was mentioning, the fact that we have to create that connection with our students and build that confidence in them. If they have that confidence, and because we are encouraging them, we're gonna motivate them to become more independent. The idea is for them to be, as Andrea was saying yesterday, more independent, more autonomous. If they are like
Mhm.
that, uh, all of the activities that you do with them, all of the activities that they have to do with each other, it's going to be easier for them, not only with you, but as they continue talking about English, as they continue their learning a new skill, a new language as well, which is English. Okay. Now, Carol, can you share your presentation just a couple of minutes
Yes.
more? And in the same, it was in the same slide, the teacher students role, if I'm not mistaken. And it was
The first.
that one, yeah. So we talk about this, the teacher's role, which is to encourage, and then we have it says in the classroom, students and teacher are teamwork. Our role in this case as teachers is to make sure the students get the information and they can help their classmates. So why do you think it's important? And I'm gonna focus only in the last sentence. They can help their classmates. Why do you think it's important to build that in the classroom for them to help, not like become individuals, but be as a team or as a group that helps each other? Why do you think that's important?
I think that is important because if maybe Juanito doesn't understand the topic or the lesson, Paola is going to explain to him her way, and
Mm-hmm.
maybe the teacher could get in there like, okay, yes, you're right, but you forget this or you don't didn't mention that, or you know. So it's good to develop that to your students to remember that they are like a little family or a team that they need to get each other's back.
Yeah, exactly. So that's the main idea or the objective. Let's say when we, especially when we create the better work or group work, as Aster was mentioning yesterday in the mixed ability classes. If I have a student who I know understands quickly, and then I have a student who still struggles a little, I can put them together, and I am not go as a teacher. I am not going to worry too much because I know that the student who understands quickly is going to help the one that has a lot of problems sometimes. So they are going to be balanced. That means that me as a teacher can go to the other groups, let's say, or the other pairs, just to make sure that they are working correctly. So that is something that we can take as an advantage as teachers when we pair them or make them groups, make them work in groups, sorry, so that they can help their classmates. That's like very important. All right. Okay. Very good, Carol. Thank you very much for the information. It was really, really specific in terms of the role and the keywords that you provided. All right. So I have Hassan, Alejandro, Dana. I don't know if you have your presentation. Who wants to?
I'm from my cell phone, but I uploaded in the platform, but I don't know how to share it here.
I can do it. Don't worry. But as I do it, Alejandro and Hassan, I don't know if you want to be next or.
Okay.
Can I?
You want to try, Hassan? Go ahead.
Okay, yeah, let me try. Okay. Okay, my topic is about student interaction, peers or group or class.
Mhm.
Okay, so interaction like in pairs, when we have like a pair of two, if they are like very friendly, all the time like they are going to talk about experiences and feeling. Also when they are beside of that, if we have like a task to complete, maybe they can be like to finish the task, because all the time maybe they can just talking about everything, but it's not what they have to do in class. And also like when we have two students like working in teams, they are like cooperation and collaboration, because like when sometimes like if we have like one student working in a topic, maybe he or she has just one idea, but if we mix them to with another one, maybe he will get two ideas, so maybe they can collaborate with each other. uh, Also beside of this article, I read that if we have a peers that of three, maybe if we have like a two friendly, maybe they can share their idea, and we have another one they are just listening and writing down all the information. Maybe that it can work too. Okay, so next they are in a groups. Sometimes like it's very hard to work in groups because we have conflict, different idea, and that is it's going to be like a disagreement and discussion. But besides that, when we have like a group interaction, we can get like more information, because sometimes like we have a group of 3 or 4. Maybe I am working with my teams. Maybe I can hear like in the other team a different idea. Maybe that they can complete my ideas, and we have like a different interaction. And last one, we have, okay, the whole class. The whole class is meaningful exchanges among the participants. They are encouraging fluency, and we have variety in the ideas and opinion, integrated and reflected learning. Sometimes like we have the whole class. I think sometimes like it's very hard to do it because we have like a shy student. They don't want to talk because they can feel like I uh, I can't give the correct answer. Maybe working with the teams, at first they have to encourage them like to share their idea with teams, and at the end they can share it with the whole class, because the team maybe if we can say it give him like the power that their ideas they were correct. So that's all I have like for that topic, interaction.
All right.
I,
Okay. Very good. So actually, I'm gonna refer to like pairs, groups, and then the whole class. So can you go to the first slide, Hassan? All right. So something that is important and something that is always going to be a part of when it comes to pairs and also in groups, it's cooperation, collaboration. That is something that it's not easy for students, especially students that are learning a foreign language or a second language. Sometimes it's not easy because again, I'm gonna go back to the mixed abilities. Like, what about the students who are just learning? What about the students who already know a little bit? So sometimes it's difficult to create an environment where they can collaborate, but that's why it is important for us to think about the students that we have and that we can actually put together in groups or in pairs so that they can actually create that collaboration and they can get something from whatever activity they are doing. So, and if you see, we always have the factor, the feeling factor. So the same thing, we need to be careful in not only in pairs but also in groups and in as a whole class, because now we have to think about how they feel. Like, and I'm not talking about if they are sick or if they are something like that, something physical. No, it's more like emotional. We need to start thinking about those things, even though it's only interpretation. We need to start thinking about their emotions and how we can do something that potentially can make them feel bad. As an example, I can tell you this. When I was studying at Lely also, we were working in groups. I think we were in groups of 5 or 4, something like that. And it was, if I am not mistaken, the subject was group dynamics. In my group, we said we were doing a role play or a story or something like that. And we said, you know what, let's pretend that one of the people here in the group, it's going to be kidnapped. He or she is going to be kidnapped, and then the other person was going to call for the ransom or the money, and the other 3 were going to be there pretending to be scared or whatever. We did that, but we didn't think about the feelings of the other people. When we explained our situation, we had, unfortunately, 3 or 4 classmates who left the classroom crying because what we said to them hit them like emotionally, and they started thinking about what would happen if this was my family, etc., etc., etc. So we need to set boundaries on the things that we want them to do, because sometimes, especially teenagers, they go and start inventing all of these situations that other people are not comfortable, and that's when the learning stops. If you make someone uncomfortable, the learning stops for them. So we need to be careful on that. And can you go back to the last slide? No, to the one that says whole class. Okay. Why do you think it is important? And I'm gonna refer to the first part that says meaningful exchange among participants. Why do you think that is important?
I think it's really. Go ahead, Alex.
Okay, well, I think this sentence is very meaningful because I understand that everybody has to be participating.
Mm-hmm.
So if you are exchanging ideas between the students, a better knowledge can be got.
Mm-hmm. Yes, everybody has ideas, and like it's in here, a variety of ideas and opinions. All of this, Aster has different thoughts than Dana. Dana has different ideas from Andrea, and Andrea has different ideas from Genesis. So if everybody participates, one, it's going to encourage the fluency. So I don't speak a lot, but I know that Dana sometimes doesn't speak a lot either. But you know what? She's speaking, so I can speak too. And I start creating that environment where everybody's going to participate, everybody exchanges ideas, and they feel comfortable. And that is very important. And if you see here, again, we have the word encouraging, encourage. Teacher, your role is to encourage, motivate your students. It's like when I tell you, if you're correct, good. If you're not correct, don't worry about that. We're gonna check it. That's what we have to think about when we are teaching something to our students. Okay. Any other thing or idea you want to share what Hassan presented? Okay. All right. Thank you, Hassan. Very good. Very specific as well. All right. Okay. So you know what? I think Alejandro and Dana, you can present this next. We're not going. Remember, we're not going to have a class on Wednesday because it's September 16th.
Uh-huh.
We're gonna do it on Thursday. But I'm gonna tell you about the first partial is due on September 23. Okay, so September 2023 or 23rd is in 2 more weeks. But here's the thing, and let me show you. First of all, what you have to do is this. I want everybody, obviously, to upload your, and I'm going to tell you the project. It's going to be a project. It's not going to be an exam or an essay. No, it's a project. I want you guys to upload the project on September 27th, which is a Sunday, which is the same week that we have our partial. Now, what are you going to do? Again, like I said, I don't want you to do an essay or something where you have to write a lot. It can be a poster or it can be a PowerPoint presentation, if you want to call it like that as well. You can use for the poster, if you're using a poster, well, like I said, PowerPoint is one option. If you can use Canva, you can use Canva as well. If you want to use Prezi, that's good. If you want to create a video, that's up to you. It is your creativity. I'm not gonna be focusing on what you use, but these are some options. If you know any other option, go ahead and use it. You are welcome to use whatever you want to use. Now, what should you include? I want you to talk about, well, not talk about, I want you to include what is classroom management. What are the areas that involve classroom management? What are the benefits of having good classroom management? How should you use the classroom to better your classroom management? And then pair work and group work. How are they involved in classroom management? Now, when I say that you have to include this, do you think that you have to include all of this information like in written words, or can you use pictures to make your idea understood?
Mhm.
So
Keywords and pictures.
exactly. So ideally, I think that it's better for you to use pictures and keywords. I don't want you to put paragraphs explaining the information. I think it's better if we are using keywords and pictures to make ourselves understood. Okay. Now, you don't have to use all of the information that we have in the PDFs, because the only thing that you need to use is the PDF, but you can also use your own input, okay? Your own experience. You can put your experience in the poster, thinking about all of this, okay? And important, your imagination, okay? You can make this as creative and put your own signature in your poster or in the presentation that you create, okay?
Okay. Teacher, so I can put like pictures of me teaching if I have.
Yes, sure. If you have pictures of yourself teaching and they are connected to the topic, you can go ahead and do it. If not,
Okay.
you can like look pictures through Google or something like that.
Okay.
Right?
Miss, and if we decide to like do a video,
Mm-hmm.
you say that we have to use like keywords, but for example, I was thinking to like start like presenting myself and that I am in a classroom.
Okay.
Okay, or that I'm giving like some advices for the other teachers to what is classroom management. So do I have to like explain them what is the classroom management, what involved, what is the good things to have a classroom management, or just like talk about the topic just but no like so deep?
Yeah, I think that you can talk about like the topic, but not necessarily like so deep. You can maybe use your own experience as well.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. Any question with what you have to do? Again, this is for September 27th. We still have to check some things before you actually have all of the information. But it's for September 27th. So I'm going to upload this in the platform so you can have it, and you have still 2 weeks to go back and check it and tell me, you know what, teacher, I still have a question about this. What should we do? Okay? So no questions with this? All right.
No,
No,
it is
miss.
clear.
All right. So just to the only thing that I'm going to ask you or to give you as homework is another forum. Okay. So it says, why is classroom management important and a factor when it comes to assign pairs and groups in the classroom? So in here it says, think about all the times that you have worked in pairs or in groups. Was there an objective each time? Was there collaborative work? Was your teacher monitoring the students' performance? What about the instructions? The instructions for you guys to work in pairs, right? And what I want you to do in here is to describe in a paragraph how pair work and group work benefits or impacts classroom management in class. Okay. In here, I want you to use your opinion, not so much about the theory that we have. It's more about your opinion, because we're going to talk about that later. So you can think about your experience as a teacher or as a student also, if you haven't really taught any class. Okay. So you post your comment and reply to at least 2 classmates. Okay. And this is going to be for September. I mean, you have to until September 20 to finish this.
Okay, miss.
All right. questions that you have with this forum or with the partial?
No.
All
Not
right.
yet.
Uh, again, I'm going to upload the information about the first partial. So, like I said, you have 2 weeks or at least a week and a half to check and ask me, teacher. You know what? I still have a question about this.
Teacher,
Uh-huh.
I got a question concerning with the size of the PowerPoint presentation, or maybe using another tool. How many displays
Slides.
do you think will be the minimum or something like that?
It's really up to you because, like I said, it is your input and your
Okay.
imagination.
Okay.
But I mean, I wouldn't say that maybe more than 10 or 12. I mean, I would say that between 7 and 10 maybe slides.
Okay.
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 All right. So please don't forget, we had 2 homeworks. The short essay. This is going to be for, you have until September 13th.
13.
Sunday.
So,
Sunday.
yeah, Sunday. And please upload the presentation that you did for the things that I assigned this week. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Alrighty.
Yeah.
Very good. So that's it for me today, everyone. Thank you for coming and have a wonderful weekend and, well, a wonderful holiday on Wednesday.
Thank you,
Oh
Miss.
yeah.
I
Thank
hope
you.
you feel
All right.
better soon.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye-bye.